Happy Wednesday. Today is May 15th of 2019, and this is a private Bitcoin cryptocurrency index update for my subscribers. In today's update, we're going to discuss Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Theta, and Digibyte. Let's get started. In front of us is the chart for Bitcoin. And what I have on the chart, and also what I've included in all of the charts, is this pink channel. Now what you'll notice, the bottom of the channel served as support here in late March and also as support here in late April. By taking and pulling the channel up to the very top, and you'll notice here in February, there was 3 touch points that Bitcoin could not break through, and the top of the channel here ended up serving as overhead resistance. The channel was for the first time broken, and today as I speak, Bitcoin trades at $8,072 above the channel. And this is a good example of how the channel served as overhead resistance for Bitcoin, and it was unable to close above it on the 13th. Then finally yesterday on the 14th it closed above it, and then today continues to trade above the channel. So we have a breakout above the channel here on the 15th. Now with regards to this channel, what I wanted to point out is how the top of the channel serves as resistance, but it's also like a magnet, pulls the price up towards it. You'll notice from this low here, Bitcoin moved up. Now, what we had here was this red line, which is a 400-day moving average. Once it broke the red line, it continued to push higher, higher, higher. And what we have here is a pull formation way up to over $8,000. With the first pull here, we have the flag, and then we have the second pull. To be clear, today, the 15th, is expected to be an up day for Bitcoin and potential high point. So we may have a pullback mild tomorrow, the 16th. We don't have to, but potentially we could see a mild pullback tomorrow. And then the price would then resume on the 17th back up for a high point that I'm expecting to come in here on the 20th early next week. The 20th ends up being Monday. Beginning on Tuesday, I'm expecting Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies to reverse downwards with the markets. But in the meantime, between today and into the 20th, we're supposed to have strength, sizable strength, for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies. Now that Bitcoin trades above the channel, there is a very high probability for much higher prices. So Bitcoin could very quickly move up to $9,000 or maybe $10,000 here over the weekend, beginning as early as this Friday, and then pushing higher. So Bitcoin could have some very sizable strength here in the next few trading days. Now, let's scroll to the next chart, Litecoin, and have a look what Litecoin's doing. Today, Litecoin trades over $100. It trades at, as I'm speaking, at $102, and it's taken out the high here at $99 back on April 3rd. What I've drawn out here is this channel again. This channel is the same channel that Bitcoin has. So remember, like I stated, the top of the channel is like a magnet. So do not be surprised if Litecoin pushes up to $120 here by the 20th. It could go much higher, but the first initial target here is $120. If I pull the channel down to closing prices at this point here, we should have a minimum of about $111 for Litecoin, and 113 here is Fibonacci resistance. Pulling it back up anywhere between $111 to $120 is a price target and a potential magnet point for Litecoin in the next few trading days, again into the 20th. So we'll see what Litecoin does, but you'll notice today, the 15th, is supposed to be a strong day for cryptocurrencies, and you'll see Litecoin is now taking the reins upwards. Note also Litecoin. You see the middle of the channel, so we have a high here for the channel. We have the low or the bottom of the channel, and then the mid channel is right here. You'll notice how this mid channel actually stopped Litecoin and then served as resistance for it to go higher, and then you'll see it broke through it, came back up, touched the top or the underside of this channel at 0.4 and then dropped down to the bottom of the channel. So what happened is Litecoin moved up, finally broke through this red 470-day moving average, and you can see that red line stopped Litecoin here and here. Couldn't break through this 475 moving average, finally busted through it on the weekend Saturday when Bitcoin hit $7,500, came back and tested it and broke vertical. And again, if you recall our updates, we're looking for pull 2. So this is pull 1, flag, pull 2. Pull 2 should have a minimum price target here of $111 to $120. into early next week. And what I wanted to point out about this pink channel is how 1, 2, 3, 4 trading days, in the past 4 trading days, it touched it, but it couldn't penetrate it. Finally today, this middle channel is busted. Support ends up being resistance, so this ended up being a resistance point, and finally Litecoin busted through it, currently trading at $102 as I'm speaking. Litecoin is expected and should be continuing higher here through the weekend, taking its price up to $120 range. Like Bitcoin, it might get stuck up here for a few days. It may not, but if it busts through the 120, it could go much higher. But here is where we're looking for a very short-term target for Litecoin. Bitcoin Cash, this is the channel, which again I've drawn out on all the coins. And you'll notice, same channel point, the mid channel here in early April served as overhead resistance and then support. And then you'll see the flag form. So we have, again, the pole, the flag. The middle channel broke down here on the 21st, went down to the bottom of the channel. And again, the bottom of the channel served as support with the 55 EMA line, the blue dotted line. It came up and the flag broke after being stuck for numerous days under the 270-day moving average. Finally broke through the flag, went vertical, but then just in the past 4 days has got stuck under the 350-day simple moving average. And so that is the resistance point, just as it was here. So by tomorrow possibly, which is very likely, we should see, or by the weekend latest, we should see Bitcoin Cash bust through this 350-day moving average, just as we saw here, and then go straight up. Bitcoin Cash is expected to go straight vertical. And again, this is the magnet point. So it's expected to push higher. And if I pull this line down for closing prices, we should minimum see Bitcoin Cash get up into the $545 range. And at the very high of the channel, it could go as $640. So Bitcoin Cash is getting ready to gain strength. It just has to bust through this 350-day simple moving average. It's basically lagging behind Litecoin. So Litecoin's leading it, and then Bitcoin Cash is expected to go next. If we look at Bitcoin Cash priced in Bitcoin, you can see why. So this is the channel, bottom channel point, touch point, and we drag it all the way up to the top, and you'll see the middle channel served as support, broke through it here on the 21st of April, came back down, finished 5 points, but it's still stuck in its flag. So there's the blue flag. So we have a pole flag, but we're missing the pole for Bitcoin Cash priced in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Cash in the near term here is expected to also outperform Bitcoin as soon as it breaks from this flag pattern. So then again, that should happen hopefully within the next 24 to 48 hours. It should bust through this and start heading vertical. Bitcoin Cash is expected to have a very strong move here very, very soon, outperforming Bitcoin. Now, next, let's look over to Theta Coin. And here's Theta. So Theta at this point in time, what I've drawn again is the pink channel. You'll see support down in here, support here. We pull it to the top, and you'll notice how the middle channel served, it broke through it, then served as support here, broke through it, dropped down, came back, touched the underside, and then dropped back down. So now Theta's initial target here is the mid channel, which is right around 0.15. And then the moment it breaks it, it's going to very quickly move back up to the top of the channel, which will be, again, the magnet points right around 22 to 21 cents. So this is where we should see potentially Theta move up to in the very near future. Again, repeating myself, but the cycle remains up into the 20th, and we could see some very strong moves here between today through the weekend and into Monday. Now, Digibyte is actually doing extremely well today. Digibyte right here busted through the middle channel. So same thing, we have a channel low, touch point, channel high, the mid channel finally broke through it on the 24th of April, came down, and then just this morning broke through flag, got through the 55 EMA line, and currently got through the middle channel as I'm speaking. It might pull back down into the middle channel or it could push higher by the day's end yet. But regardless, this is going to serve as a magnet, so we should very quickly see Digibyte get to a price point of 0.016. And then if this breaks, Digibyte could very quickly go much higher. At this point in time, let's scroll back over here to Bitcoin. As I'm speaking, Bitcoin's pushed a little higher, currently trading at $8,113. Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies continue to have an up cycle. We may see a little weakness tomorrow for Bitcoin, maybe not some of the cryptocurrencies. This might be where the alternate coins start to outperform Bitcoin tomorrow as Bitcoin has a mild pullback. If there is a pullback tomorrow for Bitcoin, we should then see the other coins and Bitcoin begin to accelerate, potentially this Friday and into the weekend higher. Let's see what prices are achieved. However, again, the cycle remains up into Monday the 20th, and I will be watching extremely closely and updating everybody along the way. Be well, and God bless.